We are going to discuss the configuration between Spring Boot microservice and Docker Compose. So here we are going to discuss our components. So first component is pom.xml. Here we are mentioning the dependencies. These are the dependencies we are need to define. The first one is JPA because we are doing the MySQL connectivity as well. This is for the web to access the REST API feature. The third one is Kafka and JSON bind. We are using the Kafka, and also the last one is MySQL. These are the only dependencies we need to add, and of course we need to add this parent starter and metadata related information and Java version. Then another component is Spring Boot application. This is our main class. So I'm just annotated with enable Kafka read write topic and Spring Boot application. Then next we are going to discuss this config. So in config we are defining this two beans. The first is order topic, and the first is order topic. The second is order topic, and this task scheduler. And the another two the configuration is not required. This is for security, bring security, and swagger. So do let's check out this control. This is why I am defining only one endpoint. The first endpoint is this get user, and in get user we are just performing this action. The action is we are just sending the event detail message to this topic, and topic name is order topic. So whenever I will hit the API, the order topic will get access and the message will be passed. So when it is complete, so this is my logic. If the exception is null, that means our message is posted. Otherwise, it is failed. And I'm just returning the success true. And here, let's check out that consumer. So in consumer, I'm just adding that Kafka listener. So in Kafka listener, which is listening our order topic, and it is I'm just simply printing the details and sending the acknowledgement. So this is retriable topic. If the topic is not get accessed, it will try to attempt with the three, and it will back off in 2 seconds. So yeah, and it will once it is failed, then when the three attempts are failed, the message will go into this DLT topic. Other component is application.yaml file. So this is very important. This is my MySQL related configurations. So I'm just adding this URL, username, password, and Hikari. This two configuration I will discuss later. And this is the Kafka related configurations. So I'm just adding the replication factor with one bootstrap servers, which is a name of Kafka local and producer and consumer. So I'm sending the key value as a string, so I will use the string serializer. And also deserializer, I'm using the string deserializer. So yeah, this is group ID, this is offset reset earlier. This is commit, auto commit will be false. Once I will send the acknowledgement, that's then only it will commit the message. So yeah, this is this. And let's check out the Docker Compose. In Docker Compose, we have service like MySQL DB and just configuring MySQL DB for the Docker. This is my root password. This is my database. This is my ports. The port is used for this port is used for Docker, and this is outside for the Docker. And I think I'm just configuring the Kafka net. This is Kafka local configurations. This is Kafka UI, and this is Spring to containerize our Spring microservice. And this is Docker file, nothing but to start and expose the Spring microservice. I think we are good. So I'm just packaging this SQL package. Open that target folder. Open in Explorer. Just need to add CMD. I also open. I think I'm open the CMD. So if we see, I'm starting my Docker container. You see all the containers are created. First is Spring Boot Kafka Net. Second is sample project MySQL DB. Third one is Kafka Local. Fourth one is Spring App. Fifth one is Kafka UI. So let's check the logs. It's just processes. How many processes are run? One, two, three, four. Yeah, here are four processes are running. Let's check out the logs. This is log. If you see here, we have also added this. Yeah, this command line runner. Whenever my container will start, the Kafka will send the message to the topic. The message is the final message. So if you see here, this is my this is my message, final message coming from the listener. So I'm already went details, final message. So this is yeah, this is just message sent. Okay. Now we will check manually how it will work. Success true. I'm checking it again. Log. Yeah. So if you see message sent 0 and from consumer it is event details. And loading the UI part. So this is my order topic. So there are two messages. I'm opening this. The message is to so, so let's discuss the problems what I faced while loading MySQL and Spring Boot. So when our Spring Boot microservices loading, the MySQL DB is not available at that time because it is not loading at that time. Then our microservices will be failed due to late latency of that MySQL DB. So to avoid that, I have added only these two properties so that my Spring Boot microservice will try into this timeout, and once my SQL DB will load, it will connect. So this is only the problem I faced. If I will remove this, and I'm again packaging, pretty successful. So I'll just shut down this Docker Compose, and I'm just trying to build this again. So, so, so yeah, if you see here, I'm getting exception, JDBC connection exception. So basically, the MySQL is not up when this is when my Spring Boot service trying to access that MySQL from Docker. So that is why I'm getting exception. So if I will know this, the documents are complete all the containers up, and if we check that logs, the log is not loaded yet. We'll wait for 5 seconds. Yeah, if you see here, I'm not getting any exception. My MySQL is perfectly loaded. If I will do this, when it's loaded there, and so for this tutorial, thank you.